So, let's now proceed with our panel discussion. At this point, may we call back on stage our three speakers. Dr. Abila, Dr. Bangbang, please go back to stage. And Dr. Kurauchi and his interpreter. To anyone who might have questions for our speakers, please feel free to approach our microphone in front. Any question, colleagues? Okay, question from Dr. Villacorte.
This is for Dr. Bangbang. I heard that the strategic plan for FAVA is for 2021 to 2025. So it is now about to end.
Yeah.
So how would you rate the progress of the program?
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Etna. Yes, we not yet make evaluation for this because we still running the program. So far, of course, some of activity goes well, and some are still not achieve what we want to do. But overall, we're still going on with the activity. And after 2025, we will have an evaluation, what the achievement of our strategic plan. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bangbang. Any more question? I'm about here. Oh, thank you. Question from Doctor. Please come in front.
Thank you very much. I've got two questions for Dr. Kurauchi. Thank you very much. Your presentation is so inspiring for me. And the second one is for Dr. Romelo. Thank you. The first question is, currently I'm also one of the committee of Indonesian Veterinary Association. And what you have told us about your efforts on FAVA is very inspiring to me. And I wanted to know, what do you actually do to have such kind of bargaining position with those leaders? You know, what do you do? How do you do it?
Yeah.
Because it's very important for us to be recognized by the governments, to be recognized by the country's leaders, and that will make us stronger. And okay, that's the first question. The second question is for Dr. Romelo. I'm a pure practitioner. So I'm not a lecturer, I'm not academic, not a researcher, I'm not a government officer. And I would like to know what is the WOA program for pure practitioners like me or in other people, because we are so very rare listen to what you told us, you know. Most of your presentation probably for government officers or for academic, but for the pure practitioners like me, we are very rare listen to that kind of story. Thank you.
このワンヘルスっていうのは獣医師だけではできないことでありまして、医師あるいは環境関係の学者、この3者が一体となってアプローチをしなきゃならない。それで日本でどうしてその獣医師会と医師会との強い連携ができたかということですけども、地方においての医師会との交流をやって、そこから国に挙げて、日本の国の医師会と獣医師会が学術協定を結ぶことができました。これで獣医師会と医師会の強い連携ができたわけであります。だから獣医師会だけじゃダメなんで。
So actually, I have to say that One Health is not only about the veterinary. So it's involved in many sectors like the normal medical doctors and also the environment. So the way that you can approach to the high level people, I think it's very important that you have to have the strong relation and also the collaboration with, as I have told you, the medical association and also the environmental field. So once you can have the very strong and a close, strong collaboration with them as the association or whatever, so you have more power, you have a stronger power to bring the topics like One Health to the government, to the higher level.
それから政治的な動きもいきなり国のトップではなくてローカルな政治家でもそういった話ができればそれを国に上げていく。今は国の指導者たちはワンヘルスといったらウェルカムだからで G7 で、岸田プライムミニスターが論議をしてくれたんで今世界のトップは全部ワンヘルス頭入ってます。で私が世界のトップに会いに行くとみんな会ってくれる。でそれぞれワンヘルスをよく理解していただいてますから、そういう意味では僕は今フォローの風が吹いてると思うんでぜひインドネシアからそういったものを進めていただきたいし機会があればぜひインドネシア訪問したいと思います。
So actually, political movement is also very important. Like you don't need to focus only on the top level of the government, but the local politicians are also very essential for the movement for like One Health or other approach. So, for example, like the local politicians, they focus and try to promote like One Health. So it's going up and up to the top level of the country. And once it went also to the G7 summit or whatever. So now not only the Japan leaders, but also the other country, other regions leaders know about One Health. One is become like more famous. When you go and talk about One Health, they will be really welcoming. Like after it spread to other leaders, other countries' leaders, so he got a chance to meet Philippines president. And if you have a chance, maybe next time you want to go to Indonesia and meet the leaders there too.
Thank you very much. Dr. Kurouchi, we support you. FAVA support you all the way. Just let us know how can we also support you further. And now for the question to Dr. Abile.
Yes, in terms of reaching out the practitioners, I would say that the WUA is mainly collaborating with the different organizations at the global level, of course, WBA. We have an MOU with WBA and WASAVA, the World Small Animal Veterinary Practitioners. And we have some, I would say, some guidelines, standards being developed by WUA and then with WASAVA. For example, in the use of antibiotics for practice, the guidelines that was recently released by WASAVA actually is in close consultation with WUA. During the general session in 2023, WASAVA has a kiosk in the veterinary in WUA general session. So WASAVA could really reach out to all the chief veterinary officers. So how the practitioners can talk with the chief veterinary officers in order to really come up with some closer collaboration, particularly in terms of regulations. We know that one of the issue with particularly for companion animal practitioners is the use of some medicines that is not available in the countries because of the regulations. So we are working closely, hopefully with the veterinary regulators, how to have a better way to smell. But of course, one of the biggest issue that we have encountered is that regulation of these veterinary products is not within the veterinary services. It's with the medical, with the FDA or so. Now we are working on how to facilitate work on this. So it's a continuing effort. Okay, that's only one of the examples how we would like to reach out. So as you have said, now you have listened to the presentation that made, but maybe at the country level, this has not really goes down. So we will be further working closely with FAVA, with the members of FAVA during the national conventions of the different countries. So we have been invited and make presentation in most of the veterinary associations conventions. For example, in August, I will be in Malaysia for their convention. Indonesia, it's been a long time. I don't remember when we had some. I made presentation at the IVMA, but that was mainly on the veterinary education curriculum when we were implementing the D1 competencies. When we started reaching out to the veterinary associations to work with the academe to adapt the WUA guidelines on D1 competencies. So that's the last time I was invited in Indonesia. So we are trying really to, so at that level, either at the national veterinary associations and in some other issues. So when there are activities at the level of promoting public-private partnership, the veterinary practitioners with the government, so we try to reach out. So still, it's a continuing effort. I know that many practitioners have not really heard or have not access to what we were saying from the international organization. So it's still a continuing process that we are doing it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Avila. I think that this session is, I can say that it's really challenge, because this session is not the thing that they can implement, but it's something that is motivation or encouragement to all the people in many stakeholders to work together. And of course, we are really appreciate all the effort from our president. And of course, today we are really lucky that we have President and the Secretary General of FAVA together with the international organization. I really impressed that how we can, encourage the countries in Asia, because we are really different. Some countries really very well developed economic. Some countries is low, very poor. Just thinking about the food every day is enough for them. They don't think about the other, or the environment and atmosphere and something. So in this case, how you thinking that, how you try to motivate or encourage them on the One Health topic in the other country in Asia? Because we have a different, right? This sort of many things that is not the well-developed like Japan, if the other countries they are poor. So yes, it is. How you think that, what is the thing that you can, introduce to them, and let's do for One Health approach in your countries? Yes, maybe I will ask our president first.
基本は各国の獣医師会がワンヘルスをしっかりと推進することだと思います。それからビル・ゲイツ財団、ビルさんと僕は本当にビルさんの考え方に感銘しているのは、こういったウイルスのパンデミックはなぜ起こるのかと。これはやっぱり発展途上国と先進国の富の格差があるからだと。そういった意味で貧富の格差をなくさなきゃならん。いわゆるこの地球を救うというような大きな観点からなんですね。ですからアジアのこれから発展する国々においても、いわゆる貧富の格差をなくすためにこういうワンヘルスをやるんだということを言われれば分かってもらえるんではないかと。それから何よりも次の時代の子どもたちのための活動ですから、子どもたちにしっかりとワンヘルスの教育を行う。そして子どもたちが素直にワンヘルスをやっていかなきゃいかんと、こういうことをですね、口にするようになればもう流れはできると思います。
So yeah, actually, I think the easy way is that we can maybe easily start from like the association of the veterinary or stuff like that, and then we can make it like go wider. But maybe we can take like, for example, the big event like pandemic, like coronavirus as an example, that the developed country and the developing countries, they have like totally different capacity or ability to deal with the problem, right? So maybe the thing is that we have to educate those countries, even we have like different cultures, different needs, different conditions, but we have to say that how to eliminate the difference, the difference between the developed country and the developing countries by showing them like the effects or like the consequence, for example, like pandemic that happened before. And the other thing, the other important points that we have to educate them that what we are doing is for the next generation, not only for ourselves. So once they understand this, maybe they can understand more and practice more about One Health. And also maybe we have to give the educations to the children since they are young, so they can have more understandings and they can be cooperative with our approach in the future. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Maybe shall we go to Dr. Bang? What is, maybe short is okay
Yeah.
for your idea.
Yeah. Thank
How
you,
we can drive
Dr. Acharya.
this.
The question is nice, but the answer is very hard. Yes, as a FAVA, FAVA is the Federation of Asian Association, Veterinary Association in the country. With, of course, the member also very wide difference. Some are developed and some are not developed. But we try to have same issue together. We help each other. When our members is not developed, then we try to help them. And that's why we are, FAVA have a solidarity, have a values. We try to help each other. We want to make that veterinary field in Asia, especially in FAVA member country, we can go together in the same level. So that's why we are trying to deliver some training, some seminar to our member countries that to develop their knowledge and skill to spread the concept of One Health in our member countries.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your opinion. Always we are thinking the crisis is made the opportunity, right? So in this case, maybe I will end up to Dr. Avira because you are really working with many countries as well.
Yes. Well, the economic status of the country is really an issue on how to respond to some occur, to implement One Health or to prevent possible epidemic in the future. So that capacity is really weak. But I would like to touch on something that has been mentioned, what the President, Dr. Karachi, has mentioned, the importance of involving the politicians at the local level. This is very, very critical. And the WUA has started to collaborate. Maybe you have not heard this association. They call themselves APCAT, the Association of Asia Pacific City Mayor Association for Health and Development. So their member are city mayors, and actually the former president is from Balanga in the Philippines, and also one from Indonesia. They are very strong in Indonesia, Philippines, and Nepal. Their membership. They started working to promote because the supporter is the union, the one who campaign against tuberculosis, and they are working mainly the campaign at the city and the municipal level against smoking. So to promote respect. But now, because of One Health, they become interested to incorporate in their strategy also to be involved in One Health. And they have approached the WUA because we work together at the global level in tuberculosis, tuberculosis strategy to control tuberculosis globally. So they know that. So we started with a small work in Indonesia, in Bali, supporting the Indonesian government, how to involve the different, because the issue in Indonesia is that decentralized. So it has been a problem on how the resources are in the province and in the district level. They have their own budget to support implementation of rabies. So there is an issue that there is some support coming from the national or international, but who will implement at the local level? So we have worked with of course, with the veterinary services of Indonesia together with the provincial veterinary office, but also with the local offices to involve mayors who are members of this association, and we get a very good support. For Bali in 2023, the different localities, through the support of the mayors, mobilized their own resources to conduct the vaccination. We provide the vaccine, but the operation for the vaccination was the allocation of the budget coming from the districts now. So they have, and Indonesia, Bali was able to reach more than 500,000 doses, dogs vaccinated. And there's a reduction now in Bali of rabies from more than 8 people dying in 2022. In 2023, it has reduced now to around 2 people dying from rabies. Okay, so and hopefully in 2024 it will continue, and the target of Bali is to reduce, to implement dog rabies, dog-mediated human cases by 2025. So this is an example of good collaboration of One Health controlling an endemic disease at the country with the support of the local authorities. So that's why it's very important. Hopefully, the work that has been initiated by Dr. Korochi of engaging at the national level, politicians, and at the local level, we could spread it along the different countries, and hopefully this association of mayors, we could also collaborate with them in some other work in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think this is some kind of the key message from our seminar today, and I think that we really hope that One Health should be the policy for all the countries, especially for the Asia and Pacific, because everything is really come to our wellness and come to the good health, and everything for the environment, of course, is really the better life of all the people in the region. Yes, I think we will. Anything else? I think we should go to the next. Yeah, anything else, especially from our speaker? If not, I think we please give a big applause to our speaker, and we will finish for the panel discussion. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time and a very excellent presentation today. Thank you. Yes.